Okay, so this song, as of recording this, still isn't done, but it's like honestly in a really good state. Like I think I'm just gonna add a verse or whatever. But despite that, I want to show you guys the progress, like how this song came together, right? Because I feel like it's pretty interesting, like the process I used to build this. So I'll start by just showing you guys what I have right now. Um, and
And I'm still in my head, running down my face, wash away my tears. And that ain't what you said. All that shit was fake. It's the love. Without it, I feel like I'm running around with my eyes closed. I miss your touch. Baby, I just wanna feel complete when the night's done. Lights off, babe, just come get some real wood. We ain't done till we feel right. You could stay up at my spot till you feel good. You know I wanna do you nice. And I really get what I want. I might hunt for this bitch like a python. She gon' be my babe. This is why my hands and my face and my eyes burn. And I hate it, but I love it. Cause I cannot make no change when I'm lovesick. And I can see just what I ain't through the window pane. So I can't stay here, and that's what does it. And I'm still in my head.
right. So yeah, so we just got the beat. You know, like on some shit. And this one was like trap metal inspired, honestly. That's the genre I was going for when I made it, but it even so felt like unorthodox to me, so I just kind of made it its own thing. But with that said, I couldn't really. Sorry, y'all, hold on. With that said, I couldn't really figure out how I was supposed to sound on it. Like, I didn't. I couldn't think of anything, you know. So like I came up with a couple ideas, and like they were all right. So like I'll show you this first one. So
It's the love. Baby, why you running circles with your eyes closed? I miss the drugs. Baby, I just wanna feel the beat, cause the night's young. I'm my shit, bitch.
uh, we gotta cut that out.
You should clip that, like I'm hitting heads. Got you niggas aced. Lay your ass to bed.
Okay, that's like completely unmixed. That sounds so awful. But you know, that's the beginning of it. It was mixed. I just like took it off the channel for whatever reason. I don't remember why. I just did. Um, right. So and this sat for months. This shit sat for months. Cause I was like, dude, I don't like how it sounds. I don't know what to do with that. You know. Um, but eventually, I had one of my friends come over. Shout out Robbie Warrior Syndrome. And he like freestyled on it, and like most of it's not all that great. So I'm gonna just show some of it. But like, despite that, like, oh yeah, and by the way, before I play this, I'm gonna just preface by saying he was in a rush. Like, Shorty was on him, talking about like, where are you? You gotta get out here. So bro did this in like literally 30 seconds and then dipped. Like he took one take and
Too much fucking thing, I can't see a thing. I can't feel a thing, like bitch. Nigga, fucking venerate. Those that came before you, nigga. That's on nigga. I said, watch your fucking tongue, nigga. We going in. New word of it, baby. Bitch, is going in.
his fucking chain is hitting the mic the whole time. It's funny as hell because he was like leaned over at my desk trying to get in real quick because I hadn't set up my mic yet and shit. But right, so so we had that, and it was kind of good inspiration. Just already, I was like, damn, you know, he's actually kind of has some ideas for flows here, and like the delivery isn't the worst. I like how he's just kind of half-ass delivering it, or whatever. And, yeah. So then I personally like felt inspired and went to do some freestyles right after. Um, And this is what I came up with.
Gotta look deep in your spirit. Can you hear it? Motherfucking wrestler. I'm a misfit, yeah, I really missed it. Bitch, I'm like Bigfoot. Bitch, I walk like Bigfoot. Taking steps in the future.
And then there's another take. And I'm kind of just scatting to find flows here, maybe find a few words, but
Yeah. And I'm geeked in the motherfucking head. Lay your ass to bed, put your ass to sleep. Why the fuck they talk to me? I want you in his head like, bitch, I'm supposed to be the meds like.
all right. So, and you can see this is where I really started to feel inspired. Granted, I did have this first bit that I was singing already. Fuck.
Baby, why you running around in circles with your eyes closed?
And I actually did take some of that and keep it. So, but yeah. So from there, I came up with this like hook, and actually no, I lied. I kind of kept what was happening here.
Baby, why you running around in circles with...
Anyways, yeah, I kept some of that and like just that was my starting inspiration, and then I like went straight to the verse because I don't know, I work in weird order. It felt like what I wanted to do at the time, I guess. And like I basically made this starter verse, which ended up turning out really fucking good. And all I'm doing here throughout this whole song has just been punching in. And I'll explain a little bit more of that process when I get to the what I actually did. But so we have this here, and it's just a verse that I kept for a little while.
And I really get what I want. I might hunt down the bitches like a python. This is just some shit. This is just the shit I don't like, but I ride on. And I hate it, but I love it. Just like I can feel my face when the drugs hit. Cause with a drug fix, that's when I get off my head. And I feel basic, and that's what does it.
And yeah, I was kind of in the zone by this point. Like I'm sitting there like, damn, this is actually I'm fucking with this. And the verse here actually, the one that I went with actually keeps the same flow. It's just different words, so I'll show you that again.
And I really get what I want. I might hunt for this bitch like a python. She gon' be my bed. This is what my hands and my face and my eyes burn. And I hate it, but I love it. Cause I cannot make no change when I'm lovesick. And I can see just what I ain't through the window pane. So I can't stay here, and that's what does it.
Right, and so, you know, you might think, well, the verse is perfectly listenable. It's cool. Why'd you delete that? And I agree. However, after making this verse, I just like felt like a surge of energy, and I like made this hook here, the beginning of it, which I really fucking love. And immediately when I made it, I was like, oh shit, that's the sound. So,
And I'm still in my head, running down my face, wash away my tears.
right, so I started with that, and then I finished it later. That's why it's red here. And I decided right then, like, okay, never mind. This needs to be a love song because I'm already talking in the very beginning right here about like
It's the love, baby. Why you running around in circles with your eyes closed?
like love and shit, whatever, you know. So it was when the hook was first conceived that I was like, yes, this is the style I want. So I sat there for a while, like, damn, I really like this verse here, but I don't want to change it because, but I also want to change it because like, it's not on topic. I felt like this song could be, and like I tried to justify it to myself by saying like, well, it doesn't really need to be on topic, and that's true, it doesn't. And I was also saying like, damn, well, at least like these are decent lyrics, you know. It's like some of it actually tracks and like makes sense, resonates with me. But I don't know, I felt like a love song kind of getting sidetracked, it kind of takes the love out of it to a certain degree. I don't know. But So I decided to change the verse, and then I basically, yeah, like you saw, I just made the same fucking same hit the same notes, used the same flow, pretty much. Some of even the same like bars, right? Like this one,
Really get what I want. Really.
and then you know how like the second one here is like the snake thing.
I might hunt down the bitches like a python.
I just changed like tense or whatever subject.
I might hunt for this bitch like a python.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I just spent the next like 7 hours, 6 hours. I don't know. It didn't take that long. That's not true. Maybe like 3 hours total. 4 hours I put into this, but or like since like this verse was conceived, the green one right here. But yeah, like I just sat and punched in to get these bars the way I wanted them, to get the influence that I wanted, or the mood that I wanted. Sorry. Um, and yeah, it was. Uh, hold on. Let me before I talk about that. So yeah, I said up here like, why you run around in circles with your eyes closed, and I just changed that to like be about kind of me.
Around with my eyes closed.
So I said,
It's the love. But how did I feel like I'm running around with my eyes closed? I miss your touch. Baby, I just wanna feel complete when the night's done.
so I pretty much just like removed the like drug references just because it's like stale, overdone. You know, even if it resonates with a lot of people, this just isn't the song for that. You know, like, and I have songs like that, but anyways, so yeah, I basically like went over all of the drafts that I had. I used some of the same flows from the freestyle. I fucked around with my voice a little bit to try to match the hook and this verse. And I don't know, as I was thinking of like, it was kind of hard because as I was thinking of uh, you know verses, or I mean sorry, bars to say, like for example over this verse here, because I wanted to keep the same flow, which was hard in and of itself. um I had to keep in mind the idea of the whole song and where in the song, or the story, where in the story I was, so like I had to keep in mind the bar before, so like, or a couple bars before,
You know I wanna do.
so for example here.
And I really get what I want. I might hunt for this bitch like a python. She gon' be my best.
And then that's when I realized, wait a minute, wait a minute. I have to still lead into the part where I'm talking about how the relationship got all fucked up, and how like I feel, left out in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but the song explains it better than I can right now. And that's why I went from "She Gonna Be My Bae" to the
This is why my hands and my face and my eyes burn.
that specific bar took me at least 20-30 minutes to come up with, because I don't know, I was stuck. But yeah, and so I'm just like thinking of the whole song, trying to put this story together, and I think where I'm at now, it's perfect, dude. Like it feels like a masterpiece already, and it's not even done. So yeah, I hope you guys got some interesting insights into the creative process. Maybe I inspired you a little bit. If so, just fucking leave a comment. Song should be out soon, but the more you pressure me about the song being out, the more likely it'll be out soon. So do that.